Ah, yeah. KJCR, JimmyChurchRadio.com. I am your host, Jimmy Church, live from Burbank, California. Live in the studio with Hilton J. Palm, Charlie the Sheckinator Sheckman. Proudly brought to you by National Tax Experts, 877-909-5444. Follow us on Twitter at JChurchRadio, YouTube, Facebook, JimmyChurchRadio.com. You can certainly email us right now to Jimmy at JimmyChurchRadio.com. Hate mail goes to Charlie at JimmyChurchRadio.com. For SyndicatedNews.net, let's go. You guys ready? Who's the biggest bust in NBA history?
The Candy Man, Michael Oliver Candy.
It's a good guess. Number 5. He's number 5.
You think so?
Number 1 bust of all time, Hilton. Number 1.
Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown's number 2.
Number 1.
Number 1 bust of all time.
Greg Oden.
That's a lucky guess, but yes.
I must be a genius.
Greg Oden is the biggest bust in NBA. I used to run I used to run a poll. We could do it today and post the results tomorrow. Who's the biggest bust? And it's pretty amazing how overwhelming it is. And a lot of guys go back to like Sam Bowie, okay, all right, but it's overwhelming. Kwame Brown is right there, and Greg Oden, who a lot of people just kind of ignore, but he does pop up on the list from the people who know. So we'll run that poll today. Anyway, Greg Oden, biggest bust of all time, and Indiana. You would think that I would back him up because of our Indiana connections. He went to Lawrence North High School, Mr. Basketball in Indiana. And he had the wool pulled over everyone's eyes. He's a big guy, so they figured give him a basketball. We'll teach him later. He's tall now. He will develop into a player. It never happened.
You can't teach tall.
No, you can't teach height. You can't do it. But skills he doesn't have. He doesn't know offense from defense. Right there, professional ball player on the court. I've seen it. Doesn't know how to do basketball drills and pregame warm-ups. Doesn't know offense from defense. Doesn't know which direction to run on the court. No skills whatsoever. He will never be signed by another team. Absolutely not. Cannot play the game. But Kwame Brown, on the other hand, absolutely. Well, first off, he got paid twice. And Michael Jordan, who you would think had eyeballs, and Jordan's how do I want to say this, knighting of Kwame Brown, everybody thought, well, man, he must have skills. Well, he didn't, but he got paid. Okay, so Kwame, being the second biggest bust in NBA history, says that he has taught Andrew Bynum everything that he knows.
Yeah,
and I'm not making this up. No, I'm not making this up. He's quoted yesterday. He said, I'm one of the better defenders in the league, and we played against each other every day in practice. I told him, if you can score against me, you can score against anyone. End quote.
Well, it must have worked out because Andrew Bynum is scoring.
Yeah, you don't think it's because Andrew Bynum grew up and got a little talent behind him? Maybe filled out his body a little bit? Had nothing to do with Kwame Brown, please. For SyndicatedNews.net. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Shy boy, shy boy, shy boy, shy boy.